actually. I think he might do it too.
This is way too quiet. Way too quiet. Does anybody have a joke? Please.
Phew, I'm so glad you said that.
I was told not to talk,
It's like-
Jessica, so that's the reason I can't talk. I'm waiting on Rudy. I'm waiting on Rudy. He's full of words, not full of wisdom, full of words.
Terry, if you look at my name tag, I'm Lawson Williams today, not Rudy.
Oh, okay. Are you sure? Are you sure?
I mean, the screen says Lawson Williams. I don't know how I'm
I
Lawson.
So Jessica, can you just kind of check it out as customers log in? Give me an idea of when you think most of them are excited log in.
Yes.
Terry, I'm going to change my name to Are You Sure?
That's what you ought to do.
I'm trying to figure it out right now.
Let's give it 2 more minutes, Kevin, and then we can get started.
Okay. I mean, I'm in no hurry. No problem waiting. Just let me know. We are going to record it too, so. Am I recording here? So we are recording it, so if you need to send this on to anyone else, and then also the updated PowerPoint presentations we did, I think are a really good resource for the customers, kind of walk them through step by step. So what we're doing here is I'm going to log in just like a customer, and then we're going to run through the different steps of how to place an order and how to start a live video meeting. You go to tradeshoweasy.com, and then you're going to log in. And your login credentials are always going to be MRWV20 dash your account number. And then the password is RMW20. And then you're going to click login. I just want to point out that we want you to use Google Chrome. Google Chrome constantly updates that browser for you. So we know it'll work well with our updated software. And then also,
Kevin?
Yes?
It's MRW20, not R.
MRWV20.
The password, I think, Kevin, you said incorrectly. It's MRW20 is the actual password for the customers.
Oh, okay. What did I say?
I think it was R something, but.
It's MRW20 for the password. Okay. And we're going to go to, I also point out there's our phone number and email for support if you have any questions, any issues with login or anything to do with ordering, just give us a call or send us an email. We're going to go to login. So this takes you to your order site. I'm just going to show you some utilities that will help you out. In the upper right-hand corner, you can see the small question mark. If you click on that, that's going to answer some support questions that you may have. Again, it gives you our phone number and our email address. If you're going to send us an email, just let us know that you're working on the MRW show. Okay. Then you also have instructions, which are here. The first time you log in, I've logged in under this demo account several times, so it doesn't show me, but it'll post the instructions here. So they're just other instructions for how to place orders, how to start your live meetings. So you can go ahead and print that out too if you need it. You will receive your account number with your meeting schedule from MR Williams. but you can also look up your meeting schedule here in the upper right-hand corner. Just click on meeting schedule, and all of your times and days will be listed here for all of your vendor meetings. These are just 4 we put in for demo purposes. Okay. Also over here, if you want to send a direct email to a customer, you can just click on the email icon, type in your message, and that'll send an email directly to that vendor. Okay, next thing you're going to want to do when you first get on is you're going to open your message center icon, which is in the lower right-hand corner. That's right here. It's a blue circle with 3 dots in it. So you're going to click on that, and that's going to open your message center. So my first meeting scheduled at 9 a.m. To begin that, I'm just going to click on Brownie Baker. Okay, so that's going to bring Brownie Baker into my screen so you can see all their deals. Then I'm going to go ahead and click on the video icon next to Brownie Baker's name. And that's going to start the live video meeting. Okay, so Brownie Baker is right here. Sorry, I got to mute it because of the 2 competing, but let's just say that's Brownie Baker. Okay, so we're all set to have our live video meeting. So from here, you have a couple of options. As a vendor, if the vendor is going to be doing a demonstration for you, the customer, they're going to go to full screen. Okay, so now they can, if they have something in their office they want to present to you, product setup, maybe a booth, they'll go to full screen and show you what they want to present. Then they also have the ability to go to share screen, which I'm doing right now. So they can click on share screen and then just click whichever screen they want to share, then click share. Now they'll have control of the screen just like I do presently. Okay, so they can go ahead and do their presentation there. So now the customer's done any presenting they wanted to do through the live video. Okay, so you're going to minimize your screen here. And now when you're getting ready to place the orders, you're going to want to hide your message center. So just click on this X and that's going to hide that. So now you can see the full order screen. At this point, you're clicked on to the same vendor that is presenting to you. Okay, so you guys are going to have a synchronized order screen. What that means is every time that you or the vendor puts in a quantity order, you're both going to see it in real time. So that's actually going to synchronize to you guys. If you want to view a picture, an image for an item, you're just going to go ahead and click on that thumbnail to see the picture. And they should show larger, but these were loaded a little bit smaller. Now for contracts, there's many vendors that have contracts in here. So to execute a contract, only customers can execute a contract. The vendors can see them as well, but when you click on the contract, you're going to be able to view that contract. Okay, and if you agree with the contract, you're going to be able to sign for it with your mouse, and then you're going to type in your name. If you have multiple stores, you're going to select which stores you want to accept that contract for. And then if you want to enter any notes. So let's say maybe there's a couple different levels of this contract and you may want to type in level 2 for 2 stores. Okay, so now all you have to do is hit submit. Now this is going to save this executed contract for you under your reports. It's going to save it under reports for MR Williams, and it's going to save it under reports for the vendor. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and hit submit. Okay, now to place an order, all I need to do is click on a quantity box for the item that I want to order. Okay, and that's going to show me all of your stores. Okay, here we have 4 stores loaded. So if I want to place the same quantity order for the delivery week of 111 for all the stores, I can just click on the box in the all row, put in a quantity, and it'll autofill. Okay, so it'll autofill down there, save you a little time. If you want different quantities, just go to the week of delivery that you want for the store you want and put in those quantities. Okay, to go to another vendor now, if you're just ordering not within a live meeting, Then you're just going to go and select another vendor. Repeat the same process to place an order. Okay, other feature to note is we are showing you history movement for each one of the items that you may have bought in the past. And that history is from 11/19, so November of 2019 to October of 2020. And those quantities will show for here just to assist you in placing your orders. Okay, questions on placing orders? Okay, the other.
How long did you have?
I
Yes.
do have a question. This is Eric with Goose Creek. If I'm looking at that history, is it going to show for the whole chain or by state or by store, or does it depend on how I logged in?
It'll show you by the whole chain. So all you have to do is click on the number that'll be in here, and it'll show you the breakdown for each one of your stores. Or if you click on here, it's going to show you the quantities on here as well.
Okay, thanks.
From here, if you want to view it, click on that number, and it'll show you all your stores and the breakdown of that total number into the all of your stores. I think somebody else had a question there too. Okay, I'll just run through some other features. When you go to the all items dropdown, you can sort just to view contracts. What this will do is just show you the vendors that have contracts here. So if you want to go into them quickly, you can see these are all the different contracts that are loaded for the different vendors. If you just want to look at the vendors that you've already purchased from, this is a nice feature. After a few days, you want to check out your orders. You can go in, and if you want to edit anything, you can just go ahead and click on it, and it'll take you in, and you could clear these if you wanted to change the quantity, for example. Okay, you also have the ability to sort by categories. And then that'll sort by that category and show you only those vendors. Okay, so once you've been placing your orders, so for your virtual meetings, let's say it's the end of the day or maybe lunchtime or you're taking a break, you want to review the actual order reports. You're just going to go to complete order, which is highlighted in blue in the upper right-hand corner. Now, one feature of this system is all quantity orders that are placed are saved in real time. So you don't have to hit complete order after every order. If you want to, you can, but all complete order is going to do is take you to the order reports. Okay, so here in the order reports, you can see here's 2 contracts that we executed. If you click on the blue, it's going to show you that I signed for this contract, type my name in, and give you the contract. Okay, so you can print that out and have that for your records. But that's also going to be here 24/7 until MR Williams tells us to turn it off. So you'll have this record to go back in and log into even after when we turn down, or rather turn off the order site. Okay, you have the ability to print out your reports, export them into Excel. And then you can also print by location. Okay, so this is going to show you the details of how much you bought in each week of delivery for each vendor in each item for each one of your stores. Okay, so let's say that was just one vendor meeting that we went through. So we finished placing their order. So you're going to go back over now and open your message center, the blue circle in the bottom right-hand corner. My next message is with Hershey's. So I'm going to click on Hershey's, and it's going to say, hey, you're leaving this video chat. Please confirm that's okay. Yes, it is. And then the next thing I'm going to do is just click on the video icon to start my meeting with Hershey's, and then I'm just waiting for Hershey's to join that meeting. And then we're just going to repeat the same process. If they're going to do a presentation for you in full screen, they're going to go to full screen, do their presentation, minimize it. They very well may want to go to share screen so they can show you their presentations, everything they may have. And then again, when they're done with the presentations, You're going to want to hide that message center and then work with them to build your order.
Does it show, I know you just said that if Hershey was, they'll pop in when they're ready. Does it show you if they're still in like their previous meeting with the people they were in with before, like say they went long?
No, it will not. But what's going to happen is, I believe, Joyce and Jessica, are we going to time out these meetings? So in other words, the vendor is going to see here, it's going to say X amount. Let's say when it's down to 5 minutes, it said meeting ends in 5 minutes. So I don't know if you guys want to just let everyone, go on their own to end and start their next meeting. Otherwise, we can time them out.
I don't think we need to cut them off if that's what you're saying.
Okay.
I think that if they follow the schedule, the schedule that we have printed for our customer, and I got to talk to you about that, is 15 minutes. Yours ends at 10:15, and the next one starts at 10:20.
Right.
So it's a 5-minute there. I think it'd be up to the vendor to get off. Can you do it that way, Kevin?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, there's two ways to do it. They'll just move from one meeting to another, on their own, following the timeline. So the vendor is going to see right here, time left in the meeting. So they're going to get a warning saying 5 minutes, 2 minutes, 1 minute. So they're going to know when to move on.
Yeah. I think that way, Jessica. What do you think? Okay. She shook her head.
I agree.
So again, just to go from one meeting to the next, when I'm done with this Hershey meeting, I'm going to click on air gas. Okay, it's going to let me know I'm leaving that meeting. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to go to air gas. Ooh, it doesn't like air gas for some reason. Let's try Atkinson. And I'm going to click on the live video meeting. So I just started the next video meeting. So one of the things for customers to remember is, as far as contracts go, when the vendors are doing their presentation for you, they're going to be able to see this contract, but they will not have the ability to execute it. So obviously they can't sign for you, they can't type in the name, they can't select stores. So you'll have to make sure during the presentation that you open that contract if you want to execute it, and you go ahead and sign, execute it, and then click on submit.
I have a question, please.
Yes?
If I go in before I start, can I go in before I start on the 15th and review my contracts and fill all that in? When I get in front of the vendor, will it still be there?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah, it's one live order, so you guys are just consistent. Whenever you do something to this order from now until December 30th, I believe, you're just editing one order, one live order.
And so if I want to go in early, I go into this message board and start. And when we fill it all in, I know we haven't done our part, but when we fill it all in, they can go in and they can do anything they want to do, and then they can just review it when they go in the next time.
Correct. So if any of the customers go in early, you don't even really need to open your message center, because you're just placing orders on your own. So you're just going to pick the vendor that you want to order from, and find the item you want to order and click on it. Follow the same procedure that I had showed. So just put in your quantity, click OK, and you'll see the quantities here. And then if you want to go ahead and execute a contract, click on the contract and just go ahead, sign for it, type in your name, click the stores you want, and click on submit. Then when you go back for your vendor meetings, as Joyce was mentioning, you'll be reviewing this with the vendor.
Okay, yeah.
And the same thing for afterwards.
I don't want our customer to feel rushed that he's got just 15 minutes everything, and he's done some of his pre-work ahead of time.
Sure.
And then he can enjoy this and not feel like stressed. But okay, So let me ask one more question. I'm sorry, I'm the question person. If I'm through with Hershey and I want to go to the next one and say little drug and he didn't have anybody in that schedule and I click on it, if he's open, can he accept me then?
Yes, whenever you both click on the meeting, it begins. Whenever the two
Okay.
parties click on the meeting, it begins. So yeah, when you're done with your previous meeting, go ahead and click on your next meeting, click on the live video, and then you're just waiting for the other party to join.
Okay, thank you.
And then the other thing I think to remind customers about is, you know, you'll have that 15-minute meeting, but you're also going to have till December 30th, you know, to update your orders as well. So, you know, most important, you speak to the vendors about their contracts and future business, and you can always add to those orders after your meetings.
I think Terry's trying to ask a question. Am I right, Terry? I think you might be on mute.
Okay. Well, real quick, the other thing that I didn't mention is, as a customer, you can send an automatic email to any one of the vendors. You can also send them a chat message. So let's say today we met with Hershey's at 9, but you realize there's something you didn't talk to them about. So you can just click on Hershey's, come down here and type in the message.
Hey, do you have a question you want me to ask?
So let's say I'm asking Hershey's, hey, can we meet again on Friday at noon? I'm going to go ahead and send that message to Hershey's. Okay, so when they get it, what's going to happen is when they open their message center, chain demo M is going to show up here in the meetings and messages. It's going to be highlighted. That means they have a message from them. They'll click on it. They'll see the message, and then they'll reply to them. So if they want, on Friday, they both can log in and have another live video meeting at their own schedule. Okay. The other thing that customers and vendors can do is if you want to make an attachment into the message center, you're just going to go down here and click on the paperclip. That's going to take you to your desktop, and then you can go ahead and double click on a file, and it'll load for you in the message center. So now everybody that's logged into this meeting can double click on it and view that document. The other thing to point out, these live video meetings, you can have up to 10 people log into the meetings. So on your retailer, if you have 2 or 3 people you want to have logged in, you just give them all the same login credentials. You guys log in, and then you'll just see those, you know, you'll see little 10 or 3 little boxes across here, one representing each person that logged in. So you can have a few from your company, from the retailer, a couple from the vendor, and maybe one from the broker, all logged in for the same meeting.
Kevin.
Yes.
All right, I talked to Terry. For some reason, he's muted and it's not showing that he's muted on his end. So I don't know if there's anything we could do. But his question is, say on December the 20th, he wants to meet with Hershey. So our virtual meetings are over with and he wants to schedule a virtual meeting one-on-one with Hershey. Will you step us through again how he would go about doing that on the 20th?
Yeah. So what you're going to do in that scenario is, obviously you need to communicate, the customer to the vendor to the customer. So right now, since we're logged in, as a customer, what you can do is you can click on email. And this is going right now to Hershey's, and just type in your email saying, can we meet on Friday at noon? Okay. Go ahead and send that to Hershey's. I don't want to send them that email because they'll be very confused. And then also just send him a text message. So to send the text message, all you have to do is log in. Okay. Here you're going to go ahead and find Hershey's, which is already here, but you would type in Hershey's and it's going to automatically find them. This is from your vendor list. Okay. So now you see Hershey's right here in the upper left-hand corner. You would click on this send vendor a message icon, which is for the message center. And that would load Hershey's here, show them here. So now you could also type in a chat message, which I already did. Can we meet again on Friday at noon? Okay, so as soon as Hershey's says, yes, great, let's meet on Friday at noon. All you have to do is log in on Friday. Once you log in, you're going to find Hershey's like we did here. Okay, and then you can click on them over here, and then all you have to do is click on the live video icon. So the process is exactly the same as what you're doing for the prearranged meetings. All you have to do is, if it's not a vendor that was part of your original meetings, then you're just going to find them from the list over here. Okay, so let's say it's you didn't meet with Mars for whatever reason, so you'd come over there and find Mars. Okay, and then you're going to click on the message center icon. It's telling me I'm leaving my last meeting. Then it's going to highlight Mars right in your message center. And all you have to do is click on the live video icon. And now you're waiting for Mars to start the meeting. So essentially, however you want to communicate between you and Mars, with our platform, you can send them a chat message. You can send them an email. If you have their phone, cell phone, you can call them. But either way, you're just going to, when you log in, you're going to find that company, that vendor. Okay, that's going to bring their deals all right up here. And then you can just click on the live video icon. It's going to highlight them here next to the live video. Click on that. You're on the live video, just waiting for Mars to log in. Did that
Thank
answer
you.
your question?
Yes.
Okay, the other thing I do want to point out, most importantly for customers, is that you would log in ahead of time, as we're mentioning. Very valuable for you, again, is to make sure that you have Google Chrome as your browser. Open the message center like we've done here, and just start any vendor meeting. Okay, so go over here, Brownie Baker's fine, click on live video. Okay, and then as long as you started on live video, that means that you have Google Chrome and that everything is working. Sorry, everything is working accordingly, on your laptop. One of the most common things that happens is when the live video is being blocked. When you first log in, the browser should ask you if it's okay if you'll allow microphone and video. If you didn't see it, or perhaps you logged in before with Google Chrome and didn't notice it, what you're going to want to do, and this is right under questions, under support. This is telling you what I'm going to walk you through right now. In the upper right-hand corner, in your browser, left-hand corner in your browser line, you're going to see a little padlock. Okay, so you're just going to go up and click on that, and it's going to say, ask you if you want to allow camera and do you want to allow microphone. So this is a drop-down, and you could be blocking it. So you just want to make sure that when you open it up, it says allow. Okay, otherwise, if it says block, you're not going to have microphone, so you're not going to be able to talk. Or you'll be able to talk, but no one will be able to hear you. Okay, questions. And again, please remember that our email is up here. Our phone number is here. Please feel free to give us a call if you're not sure on something, you have a question. We're here to help you. If it's not as urgent, you can send us an email. Just let us know it's the MRW show, and we'll be able to answer your question.
So if there's no other questions, I appreciate all of y'all joining and taking time out of your busy schedule, because I know that everybody's busy, especially this time of year. So thank you for taking the time to join us and to walk through this. And I'm available, J Lowry, Lowry at mrwilliams.com. If you have any questions, you can email me and I'll reach out to you and try to get you some answers as fast as possible.
Jessica, I do have one quick one. Maybe Kevin said this earlier. Are you going to email the recording out so we can share?
Yes.
I think the recording and along with that PowerPoint instructions too is very valuable.
And we do encourage you, like I think Joyce already mentioned, reviewing the contracts beforehand, because it is only 15 minutes. But again, you can schedule other additional meetings outside of that, the 15th and the 16th. All right. Thank you.
Okay, great. Thanks, everybody.
Thanks.